Okay. Hey guys, and welcome to Trucking Along with Kearsey. That's me, your positive voice in trucking. Let me know if you can see me because I haven't done this in a long time. They keep changing things on me. You guys know I'm not technologically advanced, so it sucks. Country Times clean ceiling vent. Hi, thanks for popping in. Can you hear me? Trucker John, Pastor Flaps, hi! It's been a long time since I've done this. How you guys like the dark hair? So where is everybody? Tell me where you're at. Hey Caesar, how you doing? RN, hi. Oh, Lee, find a grave. Yes, I know. This is a weird hobby, but I don't know if I ever told like the whole chat that I was doing my Ancestry.com and I found all this stuff out about my family. Like all these people that I know are finding these really cool things out. Like, you know, they're related to royalty and everything. And it turned out that I think it's my great grandfather was 83 years old. I was walking down the street in South Philly, and there was like a football game on the corner, and somebody passed the ball, and this 83-year-old great-grandfather of mine jumps up, grabs the ball, runs with it, and the whole team goes and tackles this guy. They break his ribs and put him in the hospital, and he was in the newspaper. That's how I found out about it. And a couple weeks later, he got pneumonia and died because he had broken ribs and he couldn't expand to breathe. So, other people wind up with cool stuff. I don't. Trucker John is still in Springfield. I heard you guys met up with Monique and Michaela. Is that right? Hey, Trucker 21. How you doing? RN, I don't know what my natural color is anymore. Actually, my natural color is like a dark blonde. Then you guys, oh, you're getting feedback. Let's see. I'll try turning this phone off and see what happens. It might be my APU or the reefer. Oh, Lee ain't got no royalty either. Well, I don't feel so bad now. Power Rider! You know, I don't know why it doesn't have wrenches for most of you guys, and I don't know how to put it on because I'm using OBS. Well, let me put it on here. If you guys don't know Power Rider, then oh yeah, well, go check out his channel. He's positive. He is an owner up. He was away for a little bit, but he looks like he's coming back. So yay! Wait a minute, I just through Springfield? You was just through Springfield. Alright, so Pastor Flaps, is the sound better? So anyway, did you guys, any of you actually go on and like Ancestry and check stuff out? Because I even found like my great-grandfather was driving a horse and buggy in like 1859, and you know, it's the Irish side of my family. Sorry if this sounds like prejudice or whatever, but the guy got drunk, and he actually got a ticket from an alderman for driving a horse and carriage drunk. Like, ooh. You don't need wrenches? Well, I usually give wrenches to the channels. And then, because I get a lot of new people or people that are looking into trucking or, you know, the first year or so, or just looking into schools and companies to work for. So I usually try to put anybody who has a channel as a wrench. So then when people come in, they know what channels to go pop in and look for. Jeremy, Hensley's truck blew up just sitting there. Well, I hope my truck doesn't blow up just sitting there. Would you believe that when I went home, somebody disconnected my my electrical cable adapter, what plugs into the trailer, they took mine and put their old piece of crap broken one on mine. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Why wouldn't they just leave it there or something? It just doesn't make sense. Marita Banks says, I can't decide whether I want to do reefer or tanker. Well, you back up less with tanker. You do less miles with tanker. That's one of the reasons why they pay a little bit better. Us with the smooth bore, though, at Prime, you're going to feel that surge. So I personally, this is not a Prime thing. You know, this is my personal recommendation. I don't think anybody should do tanker right off the bat. If they're going to, if there are baffles to slow down that surge, then maybe, but our company doesn't have that. Jeremy says, I'm sitting home in Indiana. I'm in Indiana. Headed to orientation June 7th. Well, let's see. I'm going to be there like the 10th. If you're in Springfield, which you should be if you're in Indiana and you're going to Prime. Are you doing that? Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, technically everyone here has a channel, but not everybody are content creators, so you know what I meant. You found your great-great-parents, great-grandparents, great-granddaughter contact me. Oh. You actually own your great-grandparents' graves now. Oh, that's kind of cool. That is cool. So, Jeremy, are you nervous yet? Because, you know, when I first started and I came out on the road, and, like, first time I'm driving the truck, I kept getting over to the white line, to the shoulder, every time a truck came by. And my instructor's like, what are you doing? Look, there's a big, scary truck coming by. And after a week, I was like, yeah, I'm a big, scary truck. You know, I'm sorry about the echo. I don't know what it is. I tried to record. The YouTube gods just don't like me. Because my friend Elite, if you guys saw, you hear it too. I don't know what it is. Let me try turning this other phone off. Sometimes the phones come in will be a problem. Is that any better? Did I turn the phone off? I'm home in Missouri passing kidney stones, messed up on, on Percocets, not percents. I'm sure you meant Percocets. Right. I can't turn the headphone off. If I turn the headphone off, all you hear is the reefer behind me. Usually this is how I do it. Usually it's the phones. And I turned off the other phones so that, is the echo really that bad? Wonder if there's a setting on here. How about that? Is there a way for me to turn that off? No, because I use this headset for this all the time. That's not an issue. And I tried to record a video with this, which I've done in the past, and it kept giving me a feedback, and I was trying to edit it out on my editing software, and every time I was trying to put it on my friend Elite's channel, and every time I tried to upload it, it just came out such bad feedback, and I couldn't figure it out. When I used the camera was better, but for whatever reason, the YouTube guys just did not want to work with me today. The camera was charging the whole time I was driving. I get up and I go to put it in, and it says it doesn't have a charge. So I'm guessing, my camera battery. Maybe I need to get a new one or something. Trucker John got a Pete. Wait a minute. See, I've missed so much. I've been away. So what wound up happening was I took Maureen into the terminal in March, and then one of my subscribers, I took a few days off, and I was going to go solo and then go home for Mother's Day. And one of the subscribers contacted me and was like, I need help. I have 15,000 miles I got to do. Can you help me? You know, he had a problem with his trainer. Then you'd rather listen to me than James Best. I'll tell you, I like James Best, but, you know, every once in a while, he goes on this tangent about certain things, and, you know. RN dude, you gotta keep up with his videos. Yeah. Pain pills and this echo is making me sick. I'm sorry, Jeremy. How do I fix the echo? But I wound up taking somebody who was supposed to have 15,000 miles. So I was like, oh, okay, that's 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how many miles you run. And it turned out that he actually needed more than that, so it turned into more like 5 weeks. And then when he was finished, because there's a problem with the microchips, trying to get the chips, and Volvo production plant shut down, so there was a run on the other trucks as well, and like Peterbilt Freightliner production plants, they were like assembling parts, but they weren't actually producing trucks. So I don't know. Has anybody upgraded recently? Like, how's that going on? How's that making out? Ooh, a White Line Trucking. How are you today? Thanks for stopping in. I hope that you feel better today. I don't like it when you're upset. You're a nice guy. Yeah, you like to scream and yell once in a while, but I hope everything works out for you. Today I was at a customer that I had to basically jackknife into, and one of the springs broke off the back of my truck that holds up my... We used to have the coils on the back of the pigtails, and we don't anymore. Now all three are wrapped together in this black tape type of stuff, and I hate it because they have to be hung up by springs, and every once in a while the spring breaks, and when the spring breaks and you go to turn, your airlines get ripped out. So I'm at the stinking customer, pulling out the dock, and boom, there goes my airline. It sucked. The chips are affecting us, and you're too. Thank goodness I've managed to get a new car. Yeah, you know what? Because of the microchips, because of COVID, the rental cars basically, they sold their fleets last year, or they didn't purchase new cars. So now they don't even want to release their cars from like state to state or area to area. And so that's an issue. Like, people are making reservations to rent cars, and then all of a sudden they're finding out that it's not working. But I do have some exciting news. I think it's exciting. I was nominated for Queen of the Road this year. I think there's like 20 other people, other women that are nominated through Real Women in Trucking. It's one of the women's groups. I don't even know how I got on their radar, to be honest with you, because I'm not in any of the women's groups. I just think that, you know, I don't like to get involved with that stuff, because sometimes they wind up with certain agendas that might not be in line with mine, and I just think everybody should be helped, and everybody should be told, no matter who or what you are, you can make it out here. You just have to try. You know, if you're committed, then, you know. Well, it's a nomination. I didn't win. It's a nomination. But the truth of the matter is, though, like, I have so many people over the years that I've helped, and, you know, whether I win an award, to me, really doesn't matter. What really is cool, and what really matters is every once in a while I'll get an email from somebody that says, hey, I didn't think I could do this, and you changed my life, or, I thought I was a little baby crying because I couldn't get through CDL school, and, I heard your story about how you failed a few times, and, it just gave me the ability to push forward. And, I mean, honestly, seriously, I was so far in debt, I just wanted to cry and scream, and like, now I'm building a house. Woo! I'm sorry, Bryson. They told me it's bad, and then they said it's not so bad, and I don't know how to fix it. If one of you guys knows how to fix it, then I'm more than happy to try. It's going through OBS, and the speaker is down. I use it through the headset. Let's try this. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Is that any better? Because what I did was I disconnected. All volumes are muted. And if I do this, you can't hear me. How about that? Is that any better? Yeah, guys, you know what? Here's Elite trying to help me because he used to be a DJ. And Elite is a good friend of mine. So if you guys happen to see the video that I put up the other day, that was him doing the backing in Chicago. So go click on his channel. He's been driving for 23 years. And he has a little bit of everything. He puts his GoPro on his forehead, and it's so cool because you can see like his mirrors while he's turning and everything. It's great. Hi, Barry. How you doing? Okay, so that worked. Okay. The echo doesn't bother me, but some people have an echo and some people don't know. Sorry, I don't know how. Whatever. So Elite was bad today. He was filming at Amazon, and a guy came out and started yelling at him. And that's not a good idea. Elite, I met him. He looks like Paul Bunyan. Do you guys remember Paul Bunyan? All he needs is an axe and a blue ox. This guy's 6'4" and big and scary looking. And I don't know why anybody would approach him in any kind of negative manner at all. I'd be walking up to him saying, "Please, excuse me, sir, could you turn that camera off?" Alright, so who is testing out? There's got to be some people in here that are testing. Hey, and I just saw Emilio. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Congrats on your nomination. I appreciate that. Pastor says Elite's a big boy. He'll get over it. Yeah, well, he's on his way home, though. Lucky him. He gets home every weekend. I say lucky him, but you know what? The first day that I get home, I just want to sleep. And I've been sleeping, being solo is so different. After being teaming for so long, being solo is so different. It's, I've gone into such a deep sleep that I've woken up and I'm like, where the hell am I? I don't know. So come on, guys, talk to me. What's new? You guys must have some kind of exciting new things going on. I saw TC Boggs is making some videos that are kind of funny. Thor made some videos about fitness, so TC Boggs did something where it was funny, and then Thor made a video about his whole breakfast thing with all his health food. So TC Boggs turns around and says, "Oh yeah, I have bananas and nuts for breakfast." And he throws in some muffins, and then he throws in some ice cream, strawberries, and strawberry ice cream. He puts it all in a blender, and it's like, yeah, this is my healthy breakfast. But it's just funny. You fix the echo for a second. Click what you click when you says y'all can't hear me. I don't know what you want me to do. That? Is that better? Yes, Elite. Elite is the smartest guy in the whole world. I know, I'm trying to do what he says, but I don't understand. I need him to come fix it. It's funny because, like, when I'm talking on the phone with people, the whole truck is rattling. It sounds like it's falling apart. And guys will be like, "Oh, what are you doing? You know, you're going over those bumps. The whole truck feels like it's gonna." I'm like, "You guys gotta come fix it. Screw some stuff in. I'm a company driver. I don't bother doing that stuff." Elite's 6'4". He's a normal height. The rest of you are just short. Okay. I admit it. I'm short. I'm 5'4", but I'm feisty. Like, let me at him. I'll splat him. Who was that? What cartoon was that? Was that like Bugs Bunny or something? I don't know. You guys got a favorite cartoon? Do you know they did a poll on YouTube, and it was, what do you do at the end of your day after work? And it was play games, stream, read a book, exercise, you know, get together with friends or some other activity. And it was all play games was like 39%. Play games, like online games. I'm like, wow. Oh my god, I'm just gonna like jump out the window. Elite, the mic is off. The laptop mic is off. I don't know what to do. Okay. Now you hear, can you hear me? Because now all the mics are off completely. There is no input in the audio at all. You can hear me? How the hell is that possible? Look, the headset's off. The headset's off. The microphones are off. I don't know what the hell's picking it up. All right, if you say so. Okay. Now that we find... Oh, look, I'm not touching any. Yes, Elite's the man. I keep telling him that. He's cool. He's my buddy. Hi, Steve. How you doing? Okay. So what do you guys want to talk about? Colorado trucker. Oh, there's a new guy. Colorado was a company prime driver. Now he's is a lease op. So what happened? Okay, RN. Guess what? I turned off all the mics completely before. I don't know how you're listening to me if there is no audio input right now. I don't know what is picking it up. Because my headset's off, the desktop is off, the speakers are off. I can't hear anything and there's nothing going in, so I don't understand it. I'm sorry that I'm not technologically, advanced enough for this. I don't know. Ega passed her CDL last week. Woohoo! I can't give him 2 wrenches. Sorry. Nene went owner op. I heard she went to a different company too. Didn't she go to like an all-female owned company? Yeah, but the built-in mic is turned off too. I think my system is haunted. It wouldn't surprise me. The camera battery didn't charge. The things had an echo for a while. I went to go plug in the laptop, and the laptop wasn't charged. And what is up with this? Like, I don't know. Hi, Larry. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Angels don't need mics. Oh, that's so sweet. I wish I knew an angel. Truth of the matter is, I'm not an angel at all. And my mouth is so big that wherever you are, you probably hear me without a mic. That's probably what the echo is, because I was probably coming through there and you could still hear me wherever the hell you are. Nene has truck problems already? Really? What's going on? Is she like on... She's not on YouTube anymore. I haven't seen anything. So you guys seeing her on Instagram or Facebook or what? Facebook hates me. It won't let me in. Well, Nene's probably under Facebook. That's my guess. What happened with Larry? What looked bad? Oh, Barry, that's a good idea. My international probably is. Lauren said my laptop's on. It's probably the truck. Oh, Nene did a video today? Wow. She hasn't done a video in a long time, but then again, neither have I. But, yeah. No, I am in Indiana today. I came back on the road from Jersey. I went down to Georgia. I went to Mississippi. I went up to Michigan. And now I'm back going someplace. I don't know. His photo and his community page, lots of blood. What the hell? Larry's bleeding? Larry, what happened? I mean, did you have an accident, or were you fighting with Willie again? Oh no, Colorado truckers broke down in Ohio. You just went lease. That's terrible. Oh, okay. Blown head gasket. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. My first truck had I blew the head gasket in my first truck, and I was in Laramie. I got to Ogden, which is like 400 miles away, something like that. And then I drove back. I made my delivery, drove back to the terminal, and the Freightliner guy says to me, "You blew a head gasket. How the hell did you get here?" I don't know. I just drove. I was trucking along. And, you know, it was fine. They wound up replacing it. Took like a week. Took a week. So when you own that truck, you know, those are the things that happen. What kind of truck did she get? Was it new? Because I thought about getting a truck. But if I was going to do that, I'd get new. Now I decided I'm going to buy a house. So, you know. Logic Neo. I don't know if you guys know Neo. He's new here. And you know what? I can't believe Larry doesn't have a wrench. Alright. Larry gets a wrench. For those of you who don't know Larry, he's my buddy. He's on a drama channel. So if you're into trucker drama, you can go check Larry out. But I love Larry. So do not screw with him in here, because I will kick your ass out. Oops. I just cussed on my video. See, that's how much I love you, Larry. You got colon problems? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you need to get to a hospital and check things out. See, Logic Neo is always new, and I think that he always says he's new here, and I don't think people realize that Neo means new. I get it, Neo.
She got a 2013 Pete. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I would, but Bryson, no, I'm actually going to go buy a house. I'm building a house in Missouri. I just decided I was contemplating a apartment in Springfield, and I've been looking at houses for about a year or so, just like checking things out on Zillow, and I just like, you know what, it's just, I might as well just do it, because if I just keep talking about it or thinking about it, I'm not going to do it. And I've always been one of those people that once I decide I'm going to do something, I just do it. So that's what I'm doing. New Jersey's too expensive. Neo, what are you doing? Larry hates drama. Neo, be nice. Well, you know what, Lee? Like, I wind up saving $30,000 a year by not having a place and a car and all that. The problem is that I have a tendency to just waste that money. I'll go to Vegas and I'll spend $5,000, and I go and I get all these hotel suites all over the country, and I get, massages and spas and facials and things like that. And it's like, because part of me thinks, well, you know what? I need to enjoy life, so spend it because I'll enjoy it. And another part of me says, no, yeah, real estate in Missouri is going up because, it's happening. There are so many people that are moving out of different states like California. So there's a lot of things that are going to be going on soon. A lot of changes across the country. I just saw that they're trying to pass a bill that's going to, and I was going to do a video about this, that wants to raise the truck insurance. The coverage is a minimum of $750,000. They want to raise it up to $5 million. Well, what do you think that's going to do to, guys who own trucks, little guys that have just a couple trucks? Will my mom move to Missouri? I wish my mom would move to Missouri. My mother is a South Philly Italian, stubborn woman, and she does not want to go. Grams, hi. Thanks for asking. Ask what's the deciding factor why I would choose Prime. I'll be honest, because I chose Prime because they let me bring my cat. I needed a company that was going to give me free CDL school and was going to let me bring my cat, because I really didn't want to give my cat up. Sounds stupid, but I had a friend whose friend, like a friend of a friend, that trained at Prime, and he had said, go there, it's a great company, it's great training, and then, do your year. I still have this one piece that's driving me nuts. Do your year and you could get your go local after the year was up. But I like it. People laugh at me, oh, you drink the Kool-Aid at the mega car. Whatever. I make money that I like. I have a dispatcher that I love. I get away with pretty much anything I want. So why am I going to go change? And now I've been here 6 years, and the only thing that happens is you just keep building that reputation, so I get more and more. Hotels, if I bought the truck, would be deductible. I think they're only deductible if you put the truck in the shop. Aren't they? Well, okay, Swift Trainer, okay, yes, but you gotta understand, I go and I get a jacuzzi suite, and I spent like $2,000 in the spa back in December, but then I won $2,000 back gambling, so, Yeah, I thought about just doing the CDL training. We'll see. Where is Vegas at? Ha ha ha. But I'll tell you, where was it? The Wynn resort. It was really nice in Vegas. How long have I been at Prime? I came to Prime in September of 2015, so I'm going on 6 years. Driver lineup. Why do you still drive for Prime? You need to leave that horrible company and go work where you can make some money. You're not really happy. You just think you are. Alright, driver lineup gets a wrench. For those of you who don't know, driver lineup is in fact a lease purchase guy who is building a fleet and works where? At Prime. He's been Prime here a couple years, so if you're interested in leasing, he's got some cool social media. He's got Discord going, and I don't know, some mighty something app that's kind of cool, but she's about to start yelling. No, Elite. He was being sarcastic. Driver lineup wasn't ready for a fight. 34 hours are a reason to. 34-hour resets. Just get the PM done when you want a hotel vacation. Yeah. I just woke up and finally... Well, you know what, Eric? Guess what? Kearsey hasn't done a live in forever. But you missed it, so I'll repeat it. You're not going to believe this. This is like cool news. Real Women in Trucking nominated me as Queen of the Road for this year. So they're going to have like 3 people getting the award type of thing. And, you know, you get nominated and they do a voting thing. I don't like the whole idea that it's a popularity contest because, you know, everybody starts sharing their links and vote for me. And it's kind of... I don't really like that, but just the fact that I was nominated, I'm really happy. It doesn't matter if I win an award. But Aria was closed when I went. I couldn't go there. But Graham, strongly considering Prime. Love my channel. Well, thank you very much. If you email me, I answer all the questions. I want to try to do something that like Primetime Tuesday or something, and just answer everybody's questions about Prime so that other people who aren't interested don't get all that crap. You can smash that link. Yeah, I guess I can send you the link. I wasn't really gonna try to do that. I do have some other information though. I was on National Public Radio back in, I think it was February. And they just called last week saying that they might want to do another show with me talking about the driver shortage and how we have a tanker shortage, gasoline, that kind of thing. Because the gas prices are going to go up. Drivers who, because of COVID, wound up leaving their driving jobs because people weren't using gas. You know, so they moved on. Now there's nobody driving those tankers. Now that the demand is back up, newer people are not qualified for the 2 years in the hazmat, so that's going to be really cool. My boy Travis has been hanging out in the women's restroom. What? You know what? It's really easy in the Pittston terminal to get into the wrong bathroom there, because in the other places, like, the women is on the right and the men's on the left, but when you go on the Pittston, it's the opposite. So me and this woman were in the ladies' room one night, and this guy just came in and he was talking on the phone. He wasn't paying attention. He went and washed his hands and then left. So this woman comes out of the stall and she's like, "Oh my God, sexual harassment." I'm like, "Shut up. It was an accident. He didn't even realize." Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there talking on the phone. Give me a break. If I would have went out and just started screaming at him, the guy probably would have had a heart attack. Be eating ramen noodles. Are the other well, actually, Swift, there's like 20 different nominees, and no, they're all different women all over. I don't even know how they came up with me, to be honest. Well, I do know one of the Prime drivers wound up in the women's group and then nominated me because she was posting my videos, and somebody said something to her like, "Well, if she's so great, why don't you nominate her?" So she did, and, you know, so apparently that came about. But Hi, Jay-Z. How you doing? Jeremy. Eric. Jeremy's kind of like the guy who wants to go play devil's advocate for everybody. Like, Jeremy, do you remember how you used to be so mean to Josh over in This Guy Trucks? Like, he was Josh's troll before Elite came along and kicked him off of YouTube. Yeah. Well, but see, you know what? Eric got, for those of you who don't know, Eric went and picked up, driver lineup, went and picked up a trailer, and up on the top corner, one of the lights was out. And he had been delayed at the customer to begin with, so he already lost some time, but he went to go get the trailer light fixed. So then people were, bashing him on his videos, saying, well, you should have a ladder, you should climb up. Guess what? I ain't climbing up 13 feet to go fix no freaking light either. Now, true, he's a lease op. I'm not. I'm a company driver, so I don't have to worry about that revenue and payment and expenses that he does. But you know what? I'd rather have somebody stop and get it fixed. That's somebody being responsible and fixing crap instead of leaving it for somebody else. Because I hear a lot of people will turn around and say, well, let a company driver go fix it. I'm going to run it. But when you wind up, running stuff, then you're at risk for tickets. Somebody we know, I'm not going to say who, but somebody we know, a former YouTuber, not with Prime, just got a $3,000 overweight ticket. I have no idea how you do this, but $3,000 overweight ticket. Do what you're supposed to do, and a light, that corner light, okay, it's not going to kill somebody, but there are a lot of people out here that don't check their tires, don't check their brakes, wheels go flying off and everything because people aren't doing their jobs. It's a really big deal out here. Big Houston, how the heck have you been? I saw you for the first time in somebody's feed like last night. I think it was in Thor's. I haven't seen you forever. Larry June worked at our Pittston terminal before it was Prime. Oh, wow. You know what? That place sucks. It's like so tiny for us. We totally outgrew it. Oh, yeah, and driver lineup. There's another idea. You go and climb up there. If I climb up there, at least I have workman's comp. When you're owner ops and you're lease ops and you're independent contractors, you're risking yourself. It's not worth it. There's a lot of things that people do that I just don't think is worth it. But of course, it depends on what risks each driver is willing to take. I would not have ran that trailer either because, as Eric stated, there was a weigh station right down the road. Ooh, I didn't remember that part. So thank you. Prime has a Houston terminal? No, we don't. No. We have a Dallas drop yard. Elite Super Trucker. I lost a set of duals 100 miles ago and I'm still rolling. But guys, you know what? Elite just posted a video where he had a blowout on his drives. Yeah, one slip off the ladder, exactly. I'm not doing that. Thanks, Eric. You guys have a great night. Be safe out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and stay doing that. That's good. Who was that? Who is driver lineup? Driver lineup's name is Eric, and he drives with his fiancee Jenna, and they work for Prime. I usually get trailers with bald tires and wires sticking out, or a running light out. Well, that sucks. And that's exactly what I'm saying. People aren't responsible, and then they want to throw all their work on somebody else, and that just sucks. Who wants that? So, I should have filmed putting my makeup on, guys, because you should have seen, like, I put the false eyelashes on, and they were, like, fluttering around, and I'm, like, trying to get them on, and they're, like, half on and half off. I'm like, okay. Like, you know, women truckers just should not do makeup. They should just not do, like, any kind of, like, false eyelashes or anything. If you saw what my truck looked like right now, there's just, like, makeup and sponges all over. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like it did a good job. Yeah, I hope everything's okay with Larry, too. Larry's, like, such a sweetheart. And it's funny because when you watch him, he'll start screaming and yelling sometimes, and he sounds all mean, but I don't know. Larry's one of the guys on YouTube that I've been watching, like, since I got on here, and he's always been really nice. Am I still driving the International? Yes, I love my International. I just hit 300,000 miles, so Prime will take it from me. Depends on if I'm teaming or not. Not really plan on teaming, but they're going to wind up taking it from me in March. So if I'm teaming and I put the extra miles on it, then they'll take it from me. And that's something that I've heard from people too, is like, oh, well, if you're new, you're getting old trucks. We don't have trucks that are any older than 3 years old, so that doesn't really happen. Can't be a super trucker with super singles, too many sparks. Barry, last year, there was a flatbed guy in front of me that had all kinds of furniture, and the furniture just started flying off, and I drove right over top of a box spring. And you want to talk about sparks? The wood and the coils from the box spring wrapped around my drives and wrapped around my axle, like, didn't puncture anything. Brake lines weren't punctured. The airbag wasn't punctured or anything, but there were just sparks everywhere. It was hysterical. Don't you want a newer truck, Kay? Moving from truck to truck is like moving apartments. No. I don't want to move anytime soon. And I love this truck. This truck, like, you know, like I said, people make fun of me because it sounds like it's making a lot of noise and it'll rattle and stuff. But trying to sleep while somebody else is driving, it feels like I'm on a cloud. Like, I don't feel the bump, bump, bump. It's kind of funny, though, because when I was driving the manual and the students would shift, they'd actually knock me on the floor. It'd be like, boom, boom. You know, but I actually saw a guy climb onto the roof of his trailer from the back doors closed, using nothing but his hands and feet. It was amazing. There was a woman last year or 2 years ago in Texas, and she was naked, and she climbed up on the top of somebody's trailer, and he was driving down the road with it. People are weird. Oh my God, here's Wildbeard Trucking. If you guys don't know Wildbeard, go and check him out. That's my good old buddy, too. He's honest, he's sweet, he's a pastor, and he just got married, little baby, and new house. Like, how could you, like, not want this guy to succeed and be happy and have a great life? I'm just so happy for him. Is Prime hiring in Florida? Yes, we are hiring in Florida. We had stopped for about a year, and we opened back up in June, I think. Yeah. Hold on. I don't know about that. Life of Rye got an older International with like 300K. Again, okay, what I said was we only keep trucks for a certain amount of time. When they hit 400, 450K, Prime's turning them in. But they also go by year. So the 2019s at Prime are already being turned in and sold through Pedigree. So if he has a 2019, he's only going to have it for another couple months because it's going to be turned in. And if he went lease, then he had the choice of what was available. A lot of people like to do the short leases because they'll do it for like 6 months or 8 months or something and try leasing to see what happens and if they can make any money doing it that way. But I've had people tell me that because I'm a company driver, I'm going to get a used truck. And I was the first driver of this, so that's a bunch of crap. Hey, Nevada, how you doing? If you guys don't know Nevada Trails, go check him out. He's an owner-op too. He's got lots of cool information. And the older videos, he was at a different company, and he shows like his pay settlements and everything. He goes over that, which is really cool. I think that bye, Trucker21. I appreciate you stopping in. Bee's knees too. Bees, I gotta go and copy his video because he did a really good video that was talking about money management as an owner-operator. And I think that that's something that's really important. People just think, oh, I'm going to come out and I'm going to make $4,000 a week and everything's going to be wonderful. But Bees breaks it down, Shane breaks it down and starts talking about, well, yeah, you need money for yourself, but you need to put a certain amount of money back in that business because you have to pay for insurances and repairs and, you know, have money for a down payment for a new truck or for a trailer or whatever add-ons that you need. So, wow, Beard, I know you appreciate me. I appreciate you too. Josiah's a great guy. Trucker John, I may be headed to Prime. Okay. We didn't talk about that, did we? It's kind of funny because somebody else in this chat thought he might be coming to Prime too, but I'm not going to say who it was. Yes, I have an international, Josiah. I love my international. Larry's mattress got ruined and he had to buy another one. I would kill somebody if my mattress got ruined. Like, my mattress was originally $4,000 and I got it on sale for $1,900. And my students, like, they completely sleep while I'm driving. They just pass out and they're like, oh, this is the most comfortable mattress I've ever slept on. Me, I'm like up the whole time that they're driving because I'm scared to death. Hi, Brian. How you doing? Same company my whole YouTube time. The name changed, though? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I thought you actually swapped companies. So, is Prime going to sign a contract with Volvo? The ones in the fleet were an experiment. Probably not. That's my guess. The ones on the fleet were an experiment. They've had them for almost 3 years, and the people that I know that have Volvos, including a couple of the members of the driver advisory board, all said that they pretty much suck. They're always in the shop, and they can't wait to get rid of them. So I doubt we'll keep them. If you put Elite down as a reference, it's an instant hire. Why? Because they're afraid of them? All I gotta do is say, Elite's my friend. No one likes Freightliners. You know what? I personally loved my Freightliner because I was used to it. And then I got an International, and now I love the International, and I wouldn't want to go back to a Freightliner. The Freightliner was so shaky. They call them freight shakers for a reason. It was much lighter, and it didn't feel as sturdy as this International that I have. But if you're an owner-op or a lease-op and you're paying for the fuel, that's something that you really care about. So, how many miles are on my truck? I just hit 300,000. But you gotta remember, like, I took off a couple of times for surgery, and I take off a lot of time from. People say, oh, you can't do it as a company driver, but I do what I want. I take off my time. I'm gonna enjoy myself. My previous company had me recover an abandoned truck with empty beer cans in the driver's area. Well, that's why it was an abandoned truck, because that person was probably fired. I miss my Freightliner for real. Ega, you have to get the tanker endorsement because we carry totes. They're liquid in the totes. And, you know, most companies are going to tell you that. Even dry van people at CFI, they have to have the tanker endorsement. So you're not actually driving a tanker. You just need the endorsement. Yes, Junior Honduras drives Freightliners, and probably one of the reasons happens to be with the miles per gallon. The cost for the fuel is less. I'm also a company driver, at least for another 9 days. You've taken a while off YouTube. I did take a while off of YouTube. I was teaming, I was training, I was exhausted. You know, there were some other issues that you know about. And it just made me not want to be out here on YouTube. You know, for those of you who didn't know, I had a little bit of internet stalker. It was a little weird. And, like, he'd come into the chats, and then I'd try blocking him. And, you know, and then he'd be, like, sending me messages, why are you ignoring me? And he'd say in other people's chats, why are you ignoring me? And it just got, like, really weird. And I didn't even want to go into other people's live feeds because I didn't want him to see me. And, you know, it just sucked. So, yeah, I had a couple different surgeries over the past year. I got eyes done. I was having pressure build up in my eyes. It's called narrow angle glaucoma. So they drilled these little laser holes into my eyes, and I was out for like a month. And you know, I'm fine. I'm better. It's cool. Wildbeard, I hope you're talking about the truck purring like a kitty. Wildbeard asked if I'm married yet. No. Oh, you have the perfect guy? Who's that? Please let me know. He says, I just came here for information. I'm trying to give it to you. I promise. Yeah, be careful with, Elite says, I'm sorry I stalked you. It was not Elite. Elite is welcome to stalk me. He's a great guy. We laugh a lot, Elite and I. You have recruiters calling you in Houston, Texas. Well, I don't understand what that means because our recruiters come from Springfield and Pittston and Salt Lake City. Does Prime do lease on tanker side? Yes. Prime will lease anything. They'll even lease the lightweights. You're having glaucoma surgery yet again? Ooh, I'm sorry. Mine was something that they said once I had it, I was never going to need it again, so. You want to know about Schneider? Go talk to Wilhelm of Yonderland. He is a Schneider driver, and he has like 500 or 600 subscribers, but all he talks about is Schneider, and he will help you. I think I might even have him at the top of my channel under like channels that I support, which there's probably a few of you in here that I have to go add to that and make some changes and stuff. I'm solid on the matchmaking side. Oh, yeah, well, that's because he's married now. Oh, see, there's Bee's Knees. I figured Shane would show up. I was just telling him that I really liked your video with the, how you were talking about that you need to save money and it's not just fun and games all the time. So unfortunately, I was just saying that I spend my money for fun and games most of the time. live from the beehive. Shaners. Shaners. Wait a minute. Here's Beetle Bailey. Beetle Bailey has a channel too. I don't know what it did. It just didn't let me do it though. I think you got it now, Beetle. Try typing something, let me know. Because I put people with YouTube channels so that the newer people from my subscribers wind up going to your channels. I've had various surgeries since I was a kid. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to any truck stops to collaborate with other YouTube truckers? I don't think so. I might get Prime drivers. We usually meet up with each other in the terminals and things like that. But I have only met a couple subscribers out here. Well, I've met a lot of subscribers out here. But I have not made any kind of arrangements to meet YouTube truckers. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get together with Shane and Wildbeard and Elite and we'll do some kind of video. Beetle Bailey single? I thought Beetle Bailey was married. He said on that video he was married. Oh, Josiah's trying to hook me up with Elite. That's funny. What is Prime's pay rate? Did it go up? I don't know. Every year, usually May and June, yes, they increase us between like 1 and 2 cents per mile. But then we also get our own productivity raise based on how many miles we run. So, the base starting pay, as far as I know right now, is 46 cents a mile. That could change within the next month or so. And when all is done and done with the bonuses, like you're probably going to be about 53, 54 cents a mile, something like that. Like I'm at like 58 cents a mile, 59 cents a mile. But honestly, I haven't done a whole week solo yet, so we'll have to see. Walder says I like him with the darker hair. Well, thank you. I know a lot of people like the blonde. Good thing you don't have a fleet. Guys, should I take that offensively? Hey Raymond, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna try this again, Beetle. Alright, that worked that time. Imagine Elite, Kearsey, Wildbeard all in the same fleet. Shoot, that would be some fun times. Yeah. See, look at that, Shane. Larry's watching you. How you like that? Hey, James, how you doing? I know, it's been a long time since I've been on. I just, I don't know. I wanted to change. We'll see. Tomorrow I'll be different. Actually, I could just, like, duck down and change it real fast. That's the cool thing, you know. A woman changes. My mother used to tell me that, like, when I was a kid, that, like, when life gets crazy, don't get depressed. Just change your hair. You can't change everything else. You might as well change your hair. Hi, Jenny. Jenny's one of my, like, really cool friends that I wound up meeting from YouTube, and it's really cool. Do I have a referral code? Yes, I do. Raymond, I appreciate that. It's ROTWKI. If you look down at the bottom of my videos, it's on there. There's a link that says Drive for Prime, apply here, and it'll actually give it to me. But use it or not, you can email me and I'll help you with whatever I can. See that? Look at that, bees. You have an audience and you didn't even know about it. If I switch to Prime, what are the chances I'll get you as a partner for team driving? None. Sorry. I appreciate it, but no. I'm done teaming for a while, really. How's Maureen working out? She did have a couple little snags, like, in the beginning, but as far as I know, she seems to be doing good, because I haven't been getting tons of calls or anything from her, so. RBT has Hurricane, and Kearsey has Elite. They're making us a YouTube couple, and we met 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes at a truck stop. It was high and by. Wildbeard is the relationship consolidator, helping things connect since 1903 as he officiates on the side. No officiating. The last thing I want is a marriage. Shane says his advice is based on his bad experiences. I concur. I have lots of videos of don't do this because I did, and I don't want you to make the same screw-ups as me. Heather Bishop is your recruiter. Yeah, that's a problem. I never have any idea of where the heck I'm going to be. I really don't. Oh my God, Wild. 10 minutes for what, Wild? Oh my gosh. If I had 10 minutes and walked away with a baby, I'd be really upset. Is flatbed or tanker more profitable? I'm not worried about coming home anytime soon if I get signed on. I really can't answer that. My best guess would be flatbed. I have a flatbed friend who his first year he's like on board to make $75,000. Tanker runs less miles. I believe they have to stay on duty while they're getting loaded and unloaded, and because of that, they don't have enough on their 70 to run more miles. So they get paid like a higher cent per mile to make up the difference. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay. Do I like driving in Southern California? No, I try to stay out of that as much as possible. Could you call me later? I got questions. Sure. I will. Char made a real career out of changing her hairstyle and clothes in a single show. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. One and done. Now leave before I get my gun. Wow. Beetle Valley is over in Arizona. Flagstaff. What do you call it? Little America. That's one of my favorite places. Walter, I don't have that problem. And I don't know if it's because I'm a woman or I just go in cute and sweet and be like, hi, how are you? You know, when you smile at people, they aren't so rude. And a lot of times I take in candy and snacks and crackers and cookies and stuff like that. So, yes, marriage is really hard on truckers. That's absolutely true. Yep. Uh-oh, why are you blushing? I didn't even say anything. Who said something elite to make them blush? How much do you hate the fact there's a Subway in almost every major truck stop? You know, I didn't even really know what Subway was, because back east where I come from, we have hoagies, and they're not Subway hoagies. They're real hoagies and real bread, and it's you know, it's a different culture out there when it comes to food. You're in Nebraska and you hate Little America? Oh, well, sorry. I have toll violations on my personal vehicle. Will that disqualify me? I doubt it. Don't think so. Hi, Lois. How you doing? Seeing you while sitting here in North Vegas. Ew! Go ahead, rub it in that you're in Vegas and having a good time. I'd be out having a ball. I think Kearsey, you, and Elite should hook up. Well, Hensley called us up the other night and said that he thought we were going together. And I was like, well, thank God somebody told me. It's good to know. Hey, I like having Elite on my side, though, because if people think I'm going with him, then they're all going to be nice to me. Nobody's going to be mean. I'll just be like, yo, Elite's my friend. Some of the guys that are in this chat are afraid of him. He's just brushing because he's getting to look at you live. No, I don't think so. Yeah, he's shy. Now, if I would have said he's shy, he'd yell at me. You all met for 10 minutes, but Elite only needs 2.5. Ooh, damn. Do you have any good super trucker stories? Wait. Jenny says, I'm married to a truck driver and marriage is really hard. Okay, Jenny is teaming with her husband. You never have problems with shippers and receivers. Okay, here's the truth, guys, and I think it's just because, I'm guessing it's because I'm a woman. That's why I don't believe all this sexist shit that's out here. No, I don't. In 6 years, there was one shipper that got, well, two. There were two. One was the office clerk. I don't even remember where it was, but he was really, really nasty, and we got into an argument because I was sitting in the dock waiting for my bills, and after a while, I went in, and he told me I already took the bills. And I'm like, if I already took the bills, I'd be gone. And we got into this big spat because I refused to leave the dock without my bills. And he actually went and got one of his employees and said, oh, look, see, my employee saw you. I'm like, your employee saw somebody else. I don't know what. Oh, well, he's lying. That was one thing. Another thing was at a Publix in Atlanta. The security guard got really nasty with me. So, but other than that, no, I'm serious. They'll put the load locks in for me. I've had them come out. The loaders will come out and actually guide me into the dock. I've had them, come out and pull the pin to slide my tandems. They've come out and opened my doors. I'm treated really special. So I'm never ever going to complain, but I think it's just how you treat people. You're the reason I'm signing on the Prime? Well, thanks. Everybody has different opinions and different experiences, though. My experience with anything is you get what you put into it. So, I've made a really good career here at Prime, and it wasn't easy, but I don't think the training wasn't easy. The learning how to drive the truck wasn't easy. The backing made me cry. That's the truth. The backing made me cry. So, but you get through it. You just get through it. TJ Jones, how you doing? Elite and I were actually just talking about you yesterday because we were saying that your voice is so soothing. And I was like, that's what people said about Elite, and he got mad. But he says that when he needs to calm down, he goes and he listens to TJ Jones because his voice is like so soothing. How much do you hate people to take a break in the fuel island? Unfortunately, sometimes I have to take that break in the fuel island. But I drive nights, so, I go to Petros that have 12 fuel lanes, and I'll be all the way at the furthest one, and that's just what's going to happen. See, Jenny says she's the one that goes in and checks in with the customers, and it's because she's a woman. I'm telling you. In the summertime, I keep frozen Snickers in my freezer, and then I'll give them out to people, especially if I screw up. Because if you go and you go, I'm sorry. Here, it's 100 degrees outside. Here's a frozen Snickers. They forget about whatever they were just yelling at you for. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like, when you're teaming with your spouse, and I get this from a lot of my female friends, you know, they have their husbands do the guy stuff. A lot of the women will just drive, and then they'll wake the husbands up and say, all right, you back it into the door. Or, you know, you get out and drop the trailer or whatever. So, bye, James. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm making you get jealous. You get treated like crap most of the time. Well, see, you know what? I get people that tell me they get treated like crap at mega carriers. I get people that tell me that they're treated like crap at Prime. And it's kind of like, if everybody's treating you like crap, you better turn around and see what you're doing or how you can fix it. Sorry to make it sound like nasty, but, you know, I'm not treated bad. But, of course, I was treated so bad at the post office that, you know, anything out here is just so ridiculously easy. Walter, you got me into trucking years ago when you told your story about how miserable you were working at the post office. That's right. You worked at the post office too? Oh, well, there you go. And my brother's still there, and it's still miserable, so. Oh my God, washing the trucks with the squeegee. Bad. That's where I saw 3 guys fist fighting in the fuel lane at Birmingham, Alabama. And I said, that's it, at the Pilot, and I'm never going back. You never have problems with shippers and receivers? Have I ever had a yard dog yell at you for screwing something up? Okay, I had a yard dog. He didn't yell, but I was really new, and I had a blindsided in, like, next to a trailer, and he told me I didn't get it close enough. So I went back and I tried to move it over, and he still said I didn't get it close enough. And I kept moving over little by little, but I was scared. I mean, it's a blind side. I couldn't do it with the sight side, to be honest with you. So doing it the blind side was bad. So I disconnect and I go in and, you know, I go in and do my paperwork, and then he comes in and he starts not yelling at me, but he's like, I saw what you did. You need to go move that. And he's like, you don't know what you're doing. And I was like, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you so much. And he's like, what? I was like, you purposely came into the office with other people around just to humiliate me. You did a great job. That mission accomplished. You humiliated me. As if I already wasn't humiliated enough. You and I both know I can't drive. I can't back up. How long have you been driving? Well, I've been driving 25 years. So guess what? So it'll take you 2 seconds to do what I can't do. I actually threw $20 at him and was like, here, sorry for your time, but I'm not moving it. And don't worry, because I'll never be back here. And then I delivered a load from there. I went to the next customer. It was a Coca-Cola plant. And when I got to Coca-Cola, they made me do a back haul. Going back to the same plant, and I saw the same guy, and I was like, ah. Yes, when you work to the, oh God, power couple of YouTube. And look, Elite is offended by that. Sorry, Elite. I swear when I worked at the post office, I thought about crashing my car. I completely understand. How often you get hit on by other truckers? I don't know, because I stopped paying attention. I was hit on by women and I didn't even know it. I just think a lot of these guys out here are just lonely. People in general are lonely. I'm lonely. That's why I gotta flirt with YouTube guys that I don't even know. I mean, come on. That's the truth. You know, if you're out here and you're in a relationship, you're only going home, you know, once a month, every 4 or 5 weeks or whatever. And, you know, if you're not involved in a relationship, it's like really slim that you'll find somebody. If you do, most likely it's somebody at my company. I'd find somebody at my company just because it makes life easier. Some customers let me use their bathrooms instead of the porta potties. Yes, because we're women. That's exactly right. You know why? Because they think the women are cleaner, so therefore we won't make a mess. Elite says, why don't I get these types of questions on my live streams? I love these kinds of questions. Really? Well, probably because everybody's afraid of you and they just want to give you, like, scary bulldog questions. I don't know. Alright, Scott, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Elite's got to ruin my fun. If you see me at a truck stop, can you say hi? Yeah. People do it all the time. Unfortunately, though, a lot of times I don't have any makeup or my hair done, so they'll be like, is that really her? And then they hear my giggle and they're like, oh yeah, it's you. You knew it was me? Yeah, well, yeah, he knew it was me. But I had my makeup on. I was hit on a man back at Love's truck stop. I was speechless. Nobody's afraid of you? Yeah, okay. Okay, so Big Houston's pulling flatbed again. So, are you making more money or not? Still, I did my laundry and everything since you started. I'm sorry. I'm the female version of James Best. He doesn't want to admit it because he doesn't like women, but sorry, that's me. I just think they're afraid of you? Oh, okay. Nene! There we go. We were talking about you. How you doing? How's your truck? Are you enjoying the whole owner-op thing? You're not at Prime anymore, right? Somebody told me you weren't at Prime. Look, big a-hole. Now, Nene, I don't know how much you know. Big A-hole changed his name to White Line Trucking. So that's Big A-hole. Hi, Bobby. How you doing? Yeah, so what's up, Nene? We want to hear. Inquiring minds want to know. Somebody just said you blew a head gasket, and I said, ooh. So I hope everything works out for you with that. Is that really Nene? Yes, it's really Nene. Yeah, Nene, I was told she left Prime. I'm guessing, because I'm not on Facebook. You went to Facebook, and I can't get into Facebook. They hate me. So, Big A says, yeah, I'll change it again to something else next week. Yeah, well. It's going to wind up being guy that hates the world today, and tomorrow will be guy that likes the world today. Well, anyway, guys, I am going to get going. We've already been on here for an hour and a half, and there's some things that I wanted to get done. I need to clean up this mess that I just created in the truck, because I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell the fake eyelashes? It's new makeup I was trying out, and I'm like doing all these tutorials from YouTube. Do not try this, and I was thinking JF Trucker might want to do a makeup tutorial. I might want that one. But you made $1,830 this week. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, okay. So you don't actually know what's wrong with the truck yet. Good. I'm hoping that praying for you, girl. I want you to do well. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I change all the time. It'll be something else next week. It's like Big A's name. It just comes and goes. So, all right, I'm gonna get going though. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I hope to see you guys out here. Truck along. Bye, guys.